and girls, Nirvana Gaming and Fire Dragoon. Game number 1, Nirvana Gaming on the blue side, Fire Dragoon's in the red side. And hello guys, we're here again, and a small little technical difficulty there. We're going to go back into the game real quick. But Nirvana Gaming going up against Fire Dragoons in the blue side. Excuse me, Nirvana Gaming in the blue side, Fire Dragoons in the red side. And I'm going to go for a bit of a roll call here. I'm going to call out Fire Dragoons, and you call out Nirvana
I think Nirvana's
Gaming.
going to take this.
Yeah?
I honestly think
going on
Nirvana
here?
might be able to take this if they can slow down the snowball towards mid-game.
Well, Neko in the top lane with the Jarvan, Zare in the jungle with the Elise, GLKC in the mid lane with the Vladimir, Ribena, Varus in the bot lane, coupled with Hoki on Thresh.
Both sides starting on raids. I think this opens a lot of options. Maybe some level 3 ganks down bot, and maybe even top for the side of Elise. Taking some not so great trades here and there. Thresh looking for the opening for this, especially to grab a nice hook. If they grab a hook here, I think maybe they could get a kill, but it depends on whether how many flashes they want to burn before they say it's enough.
Well, it could be a very interesting thing to talk about here because of the gank path that's coming in for Zare. What I like about it is the fact that she started off with the red, and he might actually go in for an aggressive blue just because of how Grave starts in the bot side. He'll always go for that red, and they could actually go for a buff swap as Arashi is already going in trying to get, but they might actually meet up in this as Arashi goes in for the steal.
Oh boy, he's going for the early invade. Here we
Oh,
go.
here it comes.
Thunderlord's being procced off of Elise.
This
Graves
was a
decides
good
to back
attempt.
off.
This is a bit of a good attempt from Arashi trying to, but because of how the Spiderlings work with Zare on Elise, it could actually be very... Your first few ticks of damage won't be full damage. So it is kind of like a counter towards that early part.
Well, Graves will scale later. Well, just don't give up hope on him.
Well, Neko against Shine going up against each other. Gap closes abound for both these two champions. But in terms of knockup potential, though, Neko has, if he actually plants his flag and drag, well, he could actually knock up a lot of members of the team. So,
That's true. Down on the side of Nirvana, they threw out the Ashbird, locating where Elise is. Now Graves know that Elise is bot side. He might go for a gank top. As you can see, Camille is freezing. No, not freezing. She's going all in. We might see a potential gank here.
well, trying to push it out and over in the bot lane, they have to be careful because at least over in the bot lane, Zare hang out over the bot lane. They are extending. He could come in from the lane, try and get a cocoon.
Oh, he's going to try to sneak into the bush.
He doesn't even have to sneak into the bush. If Hoki can actually get a death sentence and ride out that Thresh Express for Zare, it could be trouble for the side of Nirvana.
I think you should start recalling now. They're onto him. They're really onto him.
Oh, here it comes. Here comes the death sentence right into the arrow, and it's going to be a kill. First blood going over to Fire Dragoons, and that was beautifully done by Zare. I called it out already. I mean,
That was a great
see it.
prediction. Not gonna lie, amazing prediction here. I thought Nirvana could see that coming. They already knew that Elise was down bot. They knew that she started on red, but they decided not to, hoping that they would recall back. Maybe? We'll see.
Well, like I said, Fire Dragoons know that if they get ahead, if Malix gets ahead off with the Ash, right, and he itemizes well, he's going to be a big problem. So they want to address this problem early on. In terms of what is happening here, I like what Arashi's trying to do, but Zare, taking a bit of damage, trying to steal it out. Being
He
a
couldn't
bit
take care
greedy.
of the second batch of wraiths. He needs the recall. His health is way too low.
We're trying to take a book out of Caspiel, going to go and get as much objectives and kills. I remember one of the best Caspiel moments was when he played Elise, and he just rotated. Bottom, mid, top, killed everybody. Over in the top lane, Shine goes
A
away.
slight
with
mistake
his
there.
sweeping
He
blade.
missed and ended up taking a Torrent shard. He can't take too many of those. If not, Jarvan is going to kill her.
Well, Neko definitely shows a lot of potential here, knocking him up to pretty good stuff being shown by Neko. Gonna try to pressure that lane. Got a big wave. CS-wise, he's like a wave ahead, which is good, but not too much that Shine can't actually catch up. Over in the mid lane, Big Jazz and JLKC having, you know, usual stuff coming in from a Karma in the mid lane, just poking away. JLKC sustaining the damage. Over in the bot lane, a bit of action coming in. I think bot lane is going to be the most action-packed.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now that Vladimir is level 6, he might be looking for a potential gank down bot. They're pushed up quite high. They've taken... Graves has taken Skull Crab, so... we'll see whether they'll actually go for this dive. It's a bit sketchy, but I think they can do it. Both TP's up for both their top laners. No, only Camille has their TP up.
Well, this is very interesting. Shine will be able to respond, and Arashi going for that early Dragon take. And I wouldn't think much of this because, I mean, you should have at least your smite completes it before you want to attempt. You need that extra sustain. This is very dangerous coming in from Arashi because, man, he doesn't know. I think he doesn't know where Zare is, and Zare is setting it up over in the top lane, trying to get Shine to try to get in and get some kind of a harass. And
he spots him.
Got spotted out. That was nice.
Well played.
Very nicely done. And Arashi being able to take the Cloud Drake for that early game rotation.
I think Graves did a really good call there. Somehow one of his teammates probably relayed the information that Elise was top. Thus, Graves can take a free dragon, no problems whatsoever. And even their bot lane were pretty pushed up. Let's not forget that.
Well, what's really interesting to note that there were no major wards beforehand, so it was a lot of based on intuition and experience. So Nirvana, despite the fact under a new name, still living with the experience, and Zed takes a bit of a turret shot. Big Jazz shielding away and just like, yeah, it's just a bit of damage.
Don't worry, I'll shield it off.
Shine losing it out against Neko, but it's got to be careful. I mean, top lane is such a big, long lane. And if you set up a gank for Arashi, he'll do lots of damage. Shine will be able to close the distance and make at least one disable. And, you know, Arashi, Graves is like 100 to 0, which is pretty quick despite the nerfs.
I think both teams really, and especially for the side of Fire Dragoons, they've got to set up a play somewhere. First Blood is not enough. They need to increase their snowball potential. They need the goal differential to be way higher than what it is right now.
Well, Mineski showing the experience against Fire Dragoon, just playing it very safe, trying their best not to get too overextended, and Big Jazz coming in with the 2 chains, but JLKC going down to the Sanguine Pool and sustains the damage. This is what I like about Vladimir. No, Transfusion is such a good mechanic, and he gets speeded up. Arashi comes to visit, but JLKC is like, nope, I don't want any of that.
But I think this shows why Vlad is so good. He can take unfavorable trades, and all of a sudden, he turns it around just slightly. Oh, all my health is back, and you've lost all your health.
Look at that. Arashi being taxed of his health. Had to pop for that. Had to pop a potion for that one. And that wasn't a very worth, I suppose. He only got 1 bird out of it. So
I think he's slowing down Elise's snowball, so whenever she doesn't have anything to do, she has no camps. And Graves is a monster power farmer.
Oh,
so
yes,
he'll
definitely
take anything he can get. Bad traits, as long as I don't die, I just need the gold.
This will play very interesting dividends for him towards the mid game, but he's got to be careful that he doesn't spend too much time trying to get ahead and trying to invade, because Zare will actually just hunt him down sooner or later. It all takes a little bit of kills that Zare needs, maybe 1 more kill and she'll be able to get pretty ahead in terms of the damage.
I think we can see here.
Here comes the Chain of Corruption. Ribena comes in. That was a nice play from Ribena. And here comes the Descent to Zare. Joins the thing. The exhaust goes down on Zare. It's a party in the bot lane as JLKC comes in for that final transfusion.
Catches him. Burns Ash's flash and her heal. Lulu doesn't even need to flash. She knew she wasn't the target. All she had to do was exhaust, and now they're going to take bottom tower. Well played by FDG. This was genius. They planned every moment of this. You can see in the mid lane that Graves and Karma are trying to take down mid turret, but that's probably not going to happen, as Ribena is going to take that first turret gold.
That first turret goes 650. That's just going to put Ribena so ahead already. 2 assists on him, despite the fact that it's just 2 assists. Elise will be, Zare will be able to take the dividends of that 2 kills, turn it into a really nice item pickup, and be able to do damage and do a lot of pain onto Arashi over in the jungle. Now, over in the top lane, Neko they already planned this out really well in terms of the wave management as well. They knew that, okay, we need to maintain our top lane, and they knew that in the mid lane, Big Jazz just can't deal out the damage. Yes, you can wave clear, but there's only so much damage they can take.
That's true. That's so true. These are the small micromanagements that pro players need to always be aware of before they get into the macro plays.
Very impressive early game coming in from Fire Dragoons. 11 minutes into the game, we already see that Blue Smite the Runic Echo is coming in for Zare, and going to not find his camp. I wasn't really anticipating that, and he's just going to be like, oh, okay, I'm just going to go get my wolves then.
I think the most interesting part is what is Graves going to do now? He knows Wraith isn't there. What's the next plan of attack? Is he going for a gank? Is he going to counter jungle? It's one or the other, but I think here his best option is to get ready for counter ganks. Whenever Elise comes in, he's going to be there. He needs to be there, and especially now. This could possibly be a tipping point if their team...
Here comes the teleport. Arashi getting caught right into the chain of corruption, and Cataclysm as well to make sure you ain't going anywhere. And Ribena takes the kill. Holy cow.
I may have spoke too soon. As we can see, Ashe actually burnt her arrow and it hit flat along the river. That's just a fun thing I want to point out. They're going to take top tower after this. This is what I'm talking about, the snowball. They're pushing for every single advantage they can. They have to end the game early.
Oh my goodness, that's another second turret in favor of Fire Dragoons. This is good coming in from Fire Dragoons. It seems that despite the fact they have Cloud Drake and an extra pair of fast shoes, it seems that the rotations coming in from Fire Dragoon is just they're just too ahead. They're going to take another turret, and this is just going to be bad for the side of Nirvana because they have to split resources to actually try and match this pressure. But Fire Dragoons has got to be wary that they don't overstay. Leaves them open to a lot of flanks, and it's going to be Rift Herald, the newest, biggest addition.
Oh boy.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about Rift Herald.
Alright.
They reworked it, does tons of damage, and it's a big win condition. They know that Fire Dragoons know this, they're going to take it up. This is just going to put Fire Dragoons ahead, and because they have the option to crush the eye in any lane, mid lane is going to be next. I can see it.
I think this shows how much you need to know about the patch. The new Rift Herald is such a big advantage for FDG here. Because they're going to be, if they get another favorable trade and they crack the Rift Herald, they're pretty much going to get 2 towers. Immediately. There's no doubt about it. And especially for the side of Nirvana, I think they probably sort of knew, but didn't put too much priority on it, giving FDG the Rift Herald almost for free at this point. It's really starting to look like FDG is going to take this. Hopefully Nirvana can pull this back.
Well, what Nirvana needs to do is Mallow needs to actually just get ahead. He just needs to get good itemization, but 2 deaths down. And in terms of Ribena, already sitting on the Bjork. And just the BF sword. Yeah, I mean, that's good damage, but the amount of burst coming in from Fire Dragoons as well. Zare doing quite good amounts of burst. JLKC as well, despite the fact that he doesn't do traditional burst, he has sustained burst. That second Q transfusion and the fact that it just synergizes so well with Crimson Pact, it just hurts so much.
It's like unnecessary damage. Like, where did that come from? Where's my life total? What happened to yours? I think for Nirvana, they're definitely going to be able to take Dragon if they try and contest it. We can see that Draven doesn't have his TP up, so Camille can get into it. There is no top tier 1 tower. He can give that up. Tier 2, maybe not, but I think Camille might want to go and make a play somewhere. They really need this as of right now.
Well, I like what's going on with Zare here, getting a little bit of counter jungling done. Arashi throws in, and just a field goal away comes the Enchanted Crystal Arrow.
Had that arrow hit, that would have been big. That would have been so big.
It could have been big, but the amount of damage coming in from Fire Dragoons, because 3 members of them are there, and they've got a Disabler there with Hoki, being able to gap close with the Death Sentence and play as well. Oh, it's got to be careful. Arashi quick draws away.
He needs his team.
Nice
and
try,
FDG
but
takes the Mountain Drake. This is slowly going into the
JLKC trying to make the big plays. Oh, here comes the whoa.
Chains of Corruption landing. This is well played. That Chains of Corruption was so accurate. It did not miss. it was right on target at this point. And this is going to be huge. They're going to pop Rift Herald right now. And as I said, I'm predicting 2 towers here. Let's see how this goes. One being propped on Arashi.
Down mid, fire Dragoons. That was just set up beautifully. The action just happened so fast. This was about to call it out. I just like, whoa, that action just, and look at the amount of damage being done by Rift Herald. Set up beautifully. That chain of corruption, as you said, nicely done. At least just behind, just to make sure that they have all the necessary CC that they have. JLKC, nicely done with the transfusion. That ultimate, that Hemoplague that he just threw out, just boom, get hit. Hit 3 members of Nirvana Gaming, and they just got an easy kill. 5 Dragoons, 5 kills ahead. 16 minutes in.
FDG is really showing their experience here and why they were like the first runner-ups against KLH. And it's really showing. Their follow-ups are so clean. Their rotations, as of right now, really clean, well played. They're playing to their strengths. For the side of Nirvana, they've got to slow down the snowball. It's already a 5k differential. They've got to narrow the gap.
Yeah, 5k differential on the side of Fire Dragoons, and as you can see, Shine trying to come in with the Precision Protocol and Sweeping Blade, but nothing. Just going to be a big way for Neko to actually pick up, and he's going to get him ahead. And the running theme coming in for the side of Fire Dragoons today is their rotations. Their rotations are just spot on, and here comes Enchanting's arrow. It hits, and Arashi on the back. And what are you doing there? Hex the ultimatum goes down, and it's going to be Shine taking down Ribena, and a double kill goes over to JLKC. Oh, Shine trying to do his best to do as much damage as he can, but he will be able to get away. No, he won't. Neko comes in with that poke, and it's going to be a 2-4-2.
What happened to Ash? Why did she back down?
3-4-2.
They were missing so much damage there. They got so many picks. Camille got so many picks there. She wasted. She blew her flash. Not wasted. Blew her flash to get the kills whenever necessary. If Ash was there, she could easily peel the rest of the team. They lost most of their damage dealers, and Karma was there to protect her, and maybe even sacrifice her. Lulu was there to protect her, and maybe even get her out or sacrifice herself to put Ash ahead.
Well, that's going to be an issue there because the amount of damage that Mallow does isn't exactly up to par. Yes, I totally agree with you, but it seemed that Neko will be able to actually just jump on them. That's one thing. Zare as well. So it's a lot of things that's going through their mind in terms of the decision making. Nirvana Gaming has got to sharpen up their decision making in terms of pulling the trigger against Fire Dragoons. They were out of position. They were just completely messy in terms of how they were placed up against Fire Dragoon. Yes, it was a very nice engage coming in from Mallow, but Ribena still sat on it and just threw out the chain of corruption, and yeah, it was basically game.
It was free kills all around.
Well, a little bit of rotations coming in from this, a little bit of a counter push coming in from the side of Nirvana. They need to push out these lanes, get a little bit of breathing space, but the siege coming in from Fire Dragoons is all too real.
Oh yeah, they're playing around the bottom mid side. They know Baron's coming up in about 40 seconds, for 41 seconds. So they're really trying to push out these lanes. So possibly to pick up Baron.
Oh, Ribena just threw out. Oh, he gets hit with the Enchanting's arrow, but it's just hokey though. Here they come. They're trying to go back into it. Oh,
that's
here
going in. He's going in.
Starts. Oh, he hits 4 members on team. Killing spree for JLKC. And man, oh man, JLKC popping it off. Ooh. Spicy plays coming in.
Ooh, a lot of things got missed there. Thresh's flash hook missed. If that hit, they would have taken an inhibitor for free as right now.
That was a very nice chain of corruption coming in from Ribena.
He hasn't missed one. I can't believe it.
That was just 20 minutes into the game, and they already got an inhibitor. This looks like a bump stop coming in from Fire Dragoons. Yes, Nirvana Gaming is doing a pretty good job of trying to fend this off, but it's not good enough. They're losing too many objectives. They're bleeding too many objectives. They only have 1 turret to their name compared to the 6 turret for Fire Dragoons. It's just insane. Goal differentials. Let's talk a little bit about goal differentials and itemization.
All right.
Now, you can see already over in the top lane, Neko going with that Black Cleaver, and he's at that Jorim Fist, and we already know that the Tiamat is going to turn most likely into a Ravenous Hydra.
Oh yeah.
And he's going to be tanky. He's going to have that cleave passive on the Black Cleaver, that's just gonna be annoying.
He's just going to be shredding for Varus's Q. It's just going to keep cutting them down, shred their armor, peel, you're dead. And as we can see, Karma isn't that ahead compared to Vladimir, who has 3 kills on top of 193 CS. He's got a lot of damage on him. Karma is sort of behind. She hasn't really completed except for the Chalice, and I think their team needs some form of damage. They've got shields and heals. They really need that damage.
Well, Arashi was supposed to fill in that role, but now he's 0, 3, and 2. So, I mean, most of the damage dealers aren't there. So no matter how much you peel, the damage isn't enough. You got to make sure that the fight prolongs, and even then also your optimal positioning to avoid the main damage dealers, the Fire Dragoons, is really important if you want to try to get that fight. So direct fights coming in from Nirvana Gaming, Nirvana should not be the situation that they need to do right now. So what they're doing is pretty good. They're trying to get as much breathing space as they can. Shine, Arashi. This is something that they should have done earlier, but I guess you can't. I guess you can't say, you know, it's not too late.
You don't know, they might have like a secret plan or basically their general textbook style of play. As we can see for FDG, they want that dragon, specifically Earth Drakes, so they can take out these towers a lot faster, and even Baron. Now with two Earth Drakes, they might want to consider looking Baron here to completely close out the game.
Well, trying to throw the cocoon. Arashi throws in, and it seems that Shine goes in, and the knock-up is real coming in, and here comes Hoki. That was a nice chain of corruption, and like I said, the amount of disengage that Fire Dragoon, the amount of lockdown that Fire Dragoon has, that they just throw the chain of corruption and everyone is around to follow up. And Nirvana Gaming seems to just be like a little cat poking up against a shark, for example.
I think that's what they want to do. They want to poke it, and when it goes too deep into their team, they hit back.
Yeah, they hit back, and they know for a fact that their damage values cannot match Fire Dragoon's damage. This is bad coming in from the side of Nirvana. They need to just pick their fights. They have to pick fights that they know they can win 100%.
Or
if
even
all
get
5
picks.
members are there, they can't do it. But this is very interesting. It seems that Fire Dragoons is going to be setting up for a future Baron play. As you can see, the deep wards coming in.
This is what Fire Dragoons really want to do. They're going to take every advantage and they're going to siege them out.
This is pretty bad coming in
They're
because
gonna
they're
get
out
caught,
of position. Arashi not too far away. Shine won't be able to get away in time.
They're cut off. Are they going to go for it? They're completely cut off. Elise? Huh? Doesn't look they're just going to let it pass. Let it slide. All right. Mid tower is more important. Okay. I see.
I think they're trying to delay. They're trying to delay. Fire Dragoon's trying to get as much breathing room as they can. Shine decides not to teleport. Will spot out most members of the top side of Fire Dragoons.
I don't think they even need these free picks at this point. At this point, it's positioning and Baron. If they can get Baron, they're going to win.
Well, Baron will definitely be a very big win condition coming in from the side of Fire Dragoons. I mean, they can win without the Baron as well for Fire Dragoons, but it's just going to add towards that win condition in the sense that it makes the game go by faster. They can actually drag this game out a little bit longer, but it's not wise against Nirvana Gaming because they need to actually scale into the late game. They don't have any vision for the side of Nirvana Gaming.
Here we go.
Fire Dragoons take it out without any punishment.
Well, Fire Dragoons are definitely going to start snowballing now. They need to break a couple of towers off of this. They need to utilize as much of the Baron buff. And on the side of Nirvana, it's redundant for me to say, but they need to stop this.
They definitely need to stop this. But as you can see, Fire Dragoon slowly walking it down mid, making it rain super minions over in the mid lane, pushing it down.
Fire Dragoons are playing so well. They know what they need to win. And they knew that even if they pushed without Baron buff, they wouldn't be able to take the game. So now they're going to take as much as they can and finally end the game. Two inhibitors are going to go down.
Is over in the top lane and not helping out the team.
He's trying to push back the wave so that they don't get super minions.
But because of that, they know that they're going to pull it out. Zed gets the kill onto Arashi. Another damage is going to go down. JLKC deletes Ribena off the face of Summoner's Rift.
He's gone.
And it's going to be Big Jazz going down. a triple kill for JLKC.
I think the idea, well, I really think that the idea was here for Shine, but it didn't play out as well. The moment FDG knew, they went straight for it. And that's going to be game.
It's going to be definitely game, and I want to correct myself. JLKC deleted Mallow, not Regina. Excuse me. Got too excited over there. And that's going to be game number 1 for the side of Fire Dragoons going up against Nirvana. And man, oh man, 2-13, Pop Stomp.